Tactics have always been a big part of FIFA, haven't they? But this year, with the new roles, with FCIQ, with all of that, it feels completely different. Finding the best tactics and using good tactics is just as important this year as being good at shooting or being good at dribbling. And when you're going to play FUT Champs, as we are today, the finest of margins always make the difference, and a lot of the time now that is going to be your tactics. So that's why when we're playing Champs, as we are entering now, we're going to be trying some different tactics every week. We're going to have a look at what people are using, what is meta, what people are saying is the best new tactics, and we are going to try them out. So you would have seen by the title of this video, we are starting off today with MattHDGamer's tactics. He actually did get these from a pro, but he has been using them, and I think he's modified them a bit. I'm going to run you through our team quickly. I'm going to run you through very quickly how we use them, and then we're going to see them in game. If you want to see the full tactics, the full breakdown, I'll link his video down below, of course. So you can see my team here, but with the way tactics are now, I think it's very important you actually see what all of their roles are in game. Because I'm using someone else's tactics, we don't have a lot of pluses. They were set up for my own tactics, but I'm going to see how these players work, and we've got a few coins to work with if we need to modify and change it. So, as I said earlier, if you want the full breakdown, obviously Matt's video is down below, but it's going to be on a custom preset in the 4-4-2 flat with short passing. Apparently this is very important because with the runs in behind, if you go counter balanced, any of those, they make the runs in behind and don't get back, so short passing helps you hold your position a lot better. We're also high on the defensive approach. I'm not too sure about that, but as long as you've got quick defenders, apparently you should be okay. And in Akanji and Kanate, we've definitely got some pretty rapid defenders, some pretty good ones. I don't have Saliba, I don't have Araujo, any of them. That is personal preference. I find auto defending really boring. I want there to be a little bit of a challenge, but if you guys want to just win as many games as possible, you don't care about the experience or anything like that, I'd probably try and get those kind of players in there. Nick Pope's our goalie. I'm going to upgrade this team after this week, but I'm going to wait for the market to go down a little bit. He's got goalkeeper plus, which is very good. These are exactly the same roles that Matt has used. Fullback, so you can see with our fullbacks, they're actually not mirrored, they're on different things. Nathan Ake is going to be the one that stays back a bit more, that's why he's kind of a left-back, centre-back. I don't have a really good, strong physical left-back, which is what you need on the one that's staying back, so we're going to use Ake. He's been pretty good for me in my team. We've got Akanji and Kanate next to them. They're both better as stoppers or ball players, but this tactic itself does require using defenders, so we are going to be staying with that. And then Jeremy Frimpong, who I have untradeable, his 88 version, he is going to be playing at right back. He prefers to play attacking wing back as his best role, but he's okay at wing back, so we're going to be using him there. I am a little bit concerned about the physicality down this right hand side. Chloe Kelly's going to be next. She's playing as a winger. MattHDG will be playing at holding. He's a little bit better at box to box. The thing is, his plus actually is holding as a CDM, so I don't know why he's not good as holding as a CM. Next team, we've got Thuram. He would make sense as box to box to me, but Matt actually had Thuram in his team. Kepler and Thuram was playing him as the playmaker, so we're going to do the same. Guro Wrighton's going to be our inside forward. She was playing Cam in my team anyway as a playmaker, so hopefully with a plus she's going to be very good. And then we've got our front two of Eva Pyor and Marcus Thuram. And Matt did say in his video, he thinks Thuram should maybe be played as a target forward. A lot of people want to do that, but the advanced forward actually works slightly better. We'll see how that goes. It doesn't mean he goes out wide a bit from my experience, but we'll see how it goes, of course. And we are going to put the players on assignment, so that means we are definitely going to have in-swinging corners. We're going to make sure our target player is not Pyor, it's definitely Thuram, and we're going to go from there. That is going to be our team. I will see you for our first game of trying this out. Okay, here we go, our first opponent of the week. It's always good to get off to a winning start. We'll be hoping to do that. He's got Gary Lineker up front, which is not a good start. Wrighton already, he's occupying a really good position there. She's had a strike just wide, but I can already see her dropping into position she wasn't doing for my team where she was playing Cam, so that is interesting. I think that plus is going to be very, very useful. This high line is worrying me. It's leaving a lot of space for Malin to get in behind. That is a massive tackle. Catch that, keeps. Ooh. Frimpong is getting forward. This is where you want Thuram in the box. This is where being advanced forward really annoys me. He needs to get in the box there. Right, now we have got a lot of big men in the box here. Thuram's the only one kind of around the penalty spot, but he doesn't need to be. He doesn't need anyone around him, sorry. He can be the only one in the box. He's put us 1-0 up. Corners aren't really much to do with the tactics, but I've got two really, really accurate players whipping them in Chloe Kelly and in Wrighton, and the plan is, if they try and move the keeper, we will just shoot and try and score, but it's 1-0, and we're going to try and make it 2 straight away. Right and out wide. Again, this is probably my main pet peeve so far. Thuram's not getting in the box. MattHDG is now going to be the man to have a go from range, and he's made it 2-0. That's a brilliant finish. These first 27 minutes have gone like a dream for us. Right, just get in there. Thuram, he's won it again high up. We're going to try and find his brother here. That's a good little ball, good little volley. 3-0. I think that might be the game one. Thuram's pressing, Kepa and Thuram that is carrying us right now. He's won that game basically single-handedly. I know Marcus has scored 2 of the goals. MattHDG with an absolute banger as well. But that is all down to Thuram. That is brilliant pressing. I'm really liking the way he's playing. That midfield is working well in our first game. Right, you can already see, guys, I'm a lot more uptight about this game. I just don't like the vibe of it already. I hate games where you spend the whole time waiting to tackle L1 dribbling. It just really annoys me. It's not fun in the slightest. Right, Joe Gomez kind of drifting into the middle. I'm not really sure how he's playing, but just like in the first game, Thuram's won it. Wrighton is going to benefit from that. We're just going to kick it in the near post because he's moved the keeper. Just got to keep hold of our big man in the middle and make sure Katoto doesn't get there first, but it has fallen to Ronaldo. Nothing we can do about that. He gets a lucky goal. It bounces around. He's using normal Ronaldo. I said he wanted those corners, and that's strange. This guy doesn't seem to have much creativity in him. It's just L1 dribble, L1 dribble. Hope you can get around the man, and if you can't, we're going to play for corners. Absolute brawl. He had to win that. He's committed to it. Payor's got round. We're going to go near post again, and she scored again. This guy needs to stop moving his keeper. He's making it too easy for us. Payor and Wrighton are combining brilliantly. By the way, Wrighton starts to feel a little bit slow there. That's a brilliant ball. I wanted a volley. And they never, ever do it. We're just going to skill with a little bit of Chloe Kelly here. Turn and shoot. No, the button delay's done us. Katoto here. We need to block that. I've actually predicted it really well, but it's a great with Saliba. What is he doing there?
Why are you there?
And why has he scored? I blocked that ball perfectly, and it's somehow still gone through. Nothing else. Just like the first goal, completely out of our control. I think that is a new kickoff glitch style thing. I've seen a few people do that against me before. They send a player up from the back with a run. They don't get marked, and they end up scoring. But we've just got to try and respond straight away. We're going to try and knock that down for Payor on the volley. Again, she goes with her head when she shouldn't. She's going to try and find Katoto. We all know it. Nick Pope, rooted to the spot, should be getting there. That is the issue with having goalkeeper. I never understand having goalkeeper and not sweeper keeper. He should be coming for that, and he should be getting there first. Get across. Get across. I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, he's going to swear it across this time. We're going to mark it, luckily.
Here's Poppadom hand.
Oh, you idiots. They're getting in each other's way up front. That is a brilliant ball for Diaz. Get us back in the game. It's not over yet. Okay, if we win that, we might have a quick chance. There you go. Payor's got a hand. That shouldn't have stopped there. That shouldn't have stopped there. We were in. But we shouldn't have lost that game. Weekend League is like that. I genuinely believe he is worse than the person we just beat 3-0 a few minutes ago. I'm going to look at investing in a better goalkeeper before our next game. Having that positive record, staying ahead and never going 1 and 2 or 5 and 6 or whatever, always staying positive or at least even, I think psychologically is a big thing. Son's up front, which is never a good start because we know we're going to get absolutely peppered with finesse shots. But off we go. Can we get ourselves that much needed victory? Kind of saw it coming. He has got back and saved it. I hope that means he'll think twice about moving the keeper. We're going to go a little bit deep with it just so the keeper can't grab it. Thuram, 1-0. We are set piece specialists, which is not a good thing. It doesn't really reflect the tactics or being any good at the game, but I've got them set pieces down. It's a good skill to have. Thuram manages to get back and gives the ball away. Brain dead, and Son will score. I said that. Son scores if it's on target. It doesn't have to go in the corner. The keeper never saves it. If it's Son or Griezmann and it's on target, you've conceded, unfortunately. Got a foot in there. But EA's favourite Son is going to get away again. Thankfully, Frimpong is the man marking him, but he shot from ages. There's no point in playing against Son. There's no skill involved in that whatsoever. I don't want to sound salty. I don't want to sound angry, but what's the fun in that? It is probably time to start thinking about subs. I don't really know what to bring on. He knew nothing about that, and now Son's in. He was getting played on side by a man in the middle, and he's always going to score. They're playing him on side, but nowhere near him. I don't understand what they're doing. They're not offering for the ball, but they're also not marking anyone. The overlap isn't there. We've just got to try and go long in behind, and you can't really do that. The way he's playing. We've got a bit of a lucky break there with Thuram. I'm just going to put it in the near post. And we're back in the game, but it's through complete and utter EA incompetence rather than this guy doing anything wrong. It's so dumb. So Nani's won it high up the pitch. Kepa and Thuram has blood on his hands for this game. Unfortunately, I moved to keeper early. That's my fault. Game's done. Game's done. No point in making subs. We do know, just like in the last game, if we score, nothing is going to come of it. Payor, he knows I want to shoot near post. We can do it anyway. And we have scored. We have scored, but now we are not going to touch the ball. And we just ran out of time again. As I said, after we scored, no chance. Son picks up the ball. He's unbelievable to play against. He's so hard to play against. We've played okay. We're not at our best yet. We're certainly not playing at our best. But we need to sort some things out. I need to work out why Thuram can't turn in the middle after being so good in the first game or two. Straight back at it. We do not want to be going 1 and 3. High press letting us down once again, making things harder. We lost the ball in a position where we shouldn't. That is a beautiful skill. I want to learn how to do that. That was a brilliant skill. I don't know how to do that. That's absolutely done me in. Fair play to you, sir. Werner's just played a good ball there. We are in big, big trouble. We need to get a tackle in. What on earth is that? We can't even bring him down. We've moved the keeper too early. That's all on me. He's got Thuram basically in a chokehold. Can't get around him. And this is literally the first time we have. But Thuram with a poor ball. Pyle's done really well. And we're just going to slot that into the corner. Luckily, he moves his keeper as well. It's out of all of the pretty good patches of play we've had that have just resulted in a poor touch or whatever, it's the ball bouncing around, scoring a lucky goal that gets us back in the game. That's what frustrates me about this. You are not rewarded for good play in this at all. You are rewarded, well, you get a little bit of luck and then you score from that, but you can never finish a sleek move off. It has to bounce around and hit someone and deflect before you can score. Danjuma's bullying my centre-backs. Saliba's bullying my strikers. We need to find an alternative way round, and I don't know if we've got that in us, especially when we're losing the ball that high up the pitch. But this double pivot just is not working. That's not a foul.
Oh, the game's gone, isn't it? The game's gone.
The game's gone.
The game's gone.
The game's gone. Game's gone.
That's absolutely not a foul. I think he's going to shoot as well. Just wasn't a foul. Nothing we can do about that. That's a very central free kick as well. To be going in with Sané. To be fair, he struck it quickly and struck it well. Fair play to him. If you got the free kick, would you kick it wide? If it wasn't a free kick, probably not. So nothing undue against this guy, but that wasn't a foul. Frimpong does well. Okay, that's a much better turn from Thuram. It's about the first time he's done that in a long time, not lost the ball. He's going to have a go. Pyles picks it up again. Oh, she's away. She's away. Finish that, Pyle. She's just unbelievable. That's an annoying loss to take. He was a bit better than me, I'd say. But I'm struggling really creatively with this formation. I'm really struggling to create anything. There's just nothing in the middle. You're forced to go down the wing and you're forced to try and cut it back. And it hasn't really gone well. I might try and get an upgrade on Chloe Kelly. We'll kind of see who we can get in that position. I think that might help a bit, having a proper winger out there, and we'll see how that goes. But it's desperate times. So we've made our change. You can see him there. Marcus Llorente has come in for Chloe Kelly. He's literally the only player I could find who is any good and has a right mid winger plus. A lot of them have winger plus, but I have it as an actual winger. Already stuff's going wrong, but he's playing a 4-4-1-1, I think, which is very, very popular. Oh no, there is 2 up front. He's playing a 4-4-2 as well. It's Thuram, and I think that other one is Griezmann, which I don't like the look of. Brilliant skill. He's done me and scored. Yeah, we are screwed. A good little ball there. Pyle's got no option though, really. Oh, I think he's onside actually. We're going to bring that down. We're just going to slam it in the near post. And it's 1-1. I don't know why he gave me so much space there. He kind of ran away from me. I think he was just expecting Thuram to not control the ball, which I was kind of expecting too, and his Thuram's just done there. But we're back in this 1-1. This guy certainly is better than me in terms of dribbling and stuff, but can we outpass him? Can we kind of keep the game at our tempo, control the ball? That's what we need to do, but Canate needs to stop. I've had to foul him there. Hopefully that will just be a yellow. It shouldn't be a red from that far out. But Canate keeps stepping up when he shouldn't be stepping up. He's on defender. And luckily he has only been booked, and it's causing us so many issues. Dybala's free kicks are lethal, by the way. That's one of the reasons I had him in my team. He's so good at scoring. He's gone for the shot, and he scored. That looked central. Again, that looked very, very central. Question marks over Mainan, but brilliant strike. Dybala, I said, he's just so good. I really wish I could fit him into this team. I am missing him not being in my side. That is the problem. The other meta formations are all 3 midfielders and then 3 attackers, and historically that does tend to count on the 4-4-2 pretty well. That's a great ball in. He's got a score, and he has scored. Somehow we're back in this. We are dragging ourselves through. This bloke is a bit better than me, has tactics that probably counter mine, but somehow we're still in the game. This is just one of them where we might get a little bit of luck, and luck is exactly what we need right now, and that's near post. He's moved his keeper too early. Somehow we're ahead. We're not confident in a win. Makes it harder. Thuram there with a poor touch, but the other Thuram is now in. We're not going to travel that. We're going to go near post again. Why does he keep moving the keeper? He's making it too easy for us. Need to put a tackle in there. Okay, you've run back for no reason. And now we're in trouble because Akanji has stepped inside when he didn't need to. Luckily, the shot's not on, but he scored from an angle that he should never score from. So many things went wrong there. 1, Frimpong couldn't keep up with Dybala. 2, Ake's come across with the second man press. Literally jumped over the ball. And then he scored from an impossible angle. Thuram, we're going to find... He sold his man a bit short there, but Matuidi's just... He's going to run through. He's going to go across the keeper again. Off the post. We needed that to ripple into the back of the net. Thuram seems to be really unsure of his position right now. We need to bring Griezmann down here. I've tried to, and I've actually tackled him fairly. That just shows you how no skill the circle tackles are on this game right now. That is a brilliant ball. We're going to try and step inside him. We have stepped inside him. We're going to score. Yes. Oh, that's dopey. Big tackle needed. He's going to score anyway, and we're going to get a yellow card. Not paying attention to the game. Dybala's just allowed to run past him. Really poor. Yeah, and every time one of us gets ahead in this game, the other person brings them back, keeps it close. This is not done yet for goals by any means. Oh, she's got away with that. Well, the players have just run away from her, and Akanji has played Thuram in, and he's going to score. This is a disaster. This is simply a disaster. Nicking this at the death would be massive for us. This would absolutely change the complexion of the weekend. No one's getting in the box, though. No one's really offering for this. We found a great ball there to Pyle. Can we turn and shoot? Oh, my God, what a save. If only my man would do that. Guerrero Ryson over a late chance to whip a ball into the box and change the weekend. As I said, it's Thuram. It's another great save. We're going to get extra time underway. He has made some subs. Come on, it doesn't get any easier for us, does it? The blue-haired woman running at our defence every time. I don't like it. She should never be winning that back though. We've made a fair tackle and it's just gifted him the ball. Thuram was actually... That's not a foul. That's not a foul. I've just pressed to head it away. We've been robbed. We're going to dive to the right and just hope we save it straight down the middle. No skill, unfortunately. Oh, that's a great ball. Win the header. She should never be getting there. But who is it? It's Pyle. It's always Pyle. Staying back there. Wouldn't want him getting forward. Pyle's going to have a go. Can she win it? That's a brilliant save from my man. Really well won by Akanji. That should be time, but it's going to let him get forward again. We need to win that. And again, we need to win that. And again, good. Bounced around. Or we might actually get a chance here. Oh my God, Asai's on side. Asai has the chance to win it. It's a brilliant save. That should have been the win for us. Brudalina Rolfo up first. She's already scored against us, and is she going to remember what way we dived? She has blazed it over the bar. It's a massive, massive start for us. Pyle, the ever reliable. They hit the post inconsistently sometimes, so I am worried about these penalties. I haven't got them down 100%. Next, we're going to go top left with her, and that is to say that's a stunning save. It really is. Diani now. Is this going to be the one that goes down the middle or to the right? Bottom left again. Everyone does this. They go the same way every time. It messes with my head massively. I must be just about the only person who struggles with it. Barella is going to go top right and he's going to score. That wasn't the most convincing penalty in the world. This is a massive one because if he scores, they're one away from winning. I think it's going to go right this time. He's gone bottom left. He's gone bottom left every single pen. And now Lorente is going to do the same for us. Can he put it away? Yes, he can. It's too far in the corner. I saw the keeper dive the right way and was terrified. Camavinga, is this the one where he changes where he's going? I'm going to shuffle early and dive there. And he's gone the same way again. He's done it way too many times. And now we have the chance to win it. With Luis Diaz, he's going top right. And he's scored in the top right. We have scammed a victory there. We were the worst team for a lot of the game. Became the better team. Scraped our way to a penalty shootout, and we have somehow come out on top. That guy, brilliant dribbler, could easily have gone either way. He had a few lucky goals, I had a few lucky goals. That is chaos, but we are back to 2 and 3. We are back in business. 1 and 4 would have been so difficult. To get our 9 and 6, that would have been 8 wins too. I think I deserve a rest after that, guys. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go have a rest. When I come back, we'll play the next 5 games. I will do them kind of flashback style. I'll record them and then talk over them later. We'll see if you prefer that style or prefer this style. You can tell me what you like for next week. I'm also going to look at a few different players who can maybe upgrade this team and take us to the next level. See you in a minute. So, with 5 games gone, we found ourselves 2 and 3. Surely it couldn't get any worse than this.
It can.
We started off with another loss, losing 2-0 in one of the most boring games ever. It was a game of little chances from what I remember. But we just had to move on and go in the next one. And it didn't look like it was going to get any better. He scored an early goal with Thuram. But then Frimpong did something Frimpong never does. He finally made that proper overlapping run and managed to dink it over the keeper. And from there, it was a brilliant end-to-end game, guys. I'm a bit annoyed I didn't get to have this one live on camera. And this is a flashback game because Pyle scored a great goal there. But every time we scored, he'd come back in the other way round. A little lob ball over there in the near post by Thuram. Where have we seen that before? I honestly, looking at back even, still think Pyle was offside there, but no flag went up. She then kicked it in the near post, and we returned the favour of a lob ball to Thuram and managed to volley it past him for the victory. A much needed one. And from there, it was very, very up and down. See Guro Wrighton putting the corner in here. It looked like he'd been overhit, but Thuram scored. And I know that I said there was a game of little chances earlier. That was the only chance in that game. I'm very, very glad you didn't have to sit through all of that one. But we had a bit of confidence. We were getting a few wins on the board. Llorente was starting to play really well, really getting us up the pitch, doing really well in that winger role. He was actually coming inside quite a lot, which worked really well for us. You saw it there. Being involved in the build-up play, carrying it forward, but he just improved the team so much, and this is when I knew we were starting to cook. Even Nathan Ake was playing well. Wrighton was getting really comfortable in that inside forward role. I'm keeping her in my team for this weekend, but I am going to get her in form. Hopefully she's going to be even better. And of course, this is FUT Champs. The game wasn't done. Kanate hits that back with no power on it whatsoever, and he gets himself back into the game out of nothing. Things like that can be really annoying, but we managed to bounce back straight away. Lovely touch by Thuram, and that near post is always open. I'm expecting that to get nerfed. When Son's in the team, it's never done though. He was still peppering the goal with finesse shots, but Myanan finally saved one. Well done to her, and we managed to get the victory and move up to 5 wins. Another win followed that, getting us up to 6, and for the first time in the weekend, we were actually looking at a positive record, which I was very happy with. It was what we were looking at before, but to bounce back to it made me very pleased. And this game started off in the same way. It was a lovely goal from Pyor, but that high line costing us again. That's the first time that I've actually seen Myanan come off his lines. He was on goalkeeper, and Pichon, Marinette Pichon, the new icon, scored, and she was unstoppable. She's literally the most agile player I've ever played against. She's only got 85 pace, but she feels like she's got more pace than anyone. More pace than Pyor, more pace than these players who can do that speed boosting, and those players that have rapid plus. She was just so quick and never ever missed it. It was horrible to play against. You see there, I've got everything covered off, manages to just blast it into the top corner under pressure as well, and that was really, really frustrating because she was the difference maker in this game. But when your goalie plays passes like that and your defenders are so far away from each other, that also doesn't help, and this just summed it up. We blocked the shot with Akanji, and the deflection plays Pichon in to score again. Really, really frustrating. A really difficult one to take. You can see her picking up the match ball there. That was so frustrating, but we still had 3 games to play. We can still get 9 and 6. Back to you, Past Kieran. Right, so this is the situation we find ourselves in with 3 games left. We're at 6 and 6. I still want to get to that target of getting 9 wins and getting myself a hero, but it wouldn't be the end of the world if we end up with 8 wins. I'd be happy enough with that. Again, we got some good rewards last week, but I do not want to finish on 7 or even 6 wins. So, starting off with a victory here would be massive for us. We obviously got quite a few wins on the board now, so we're a little bit more comfortable with these tactics. Let's see how this game goes, see if we can turn it into another win. He's moving the ball about very quickly early on, but that doesn't matter. We are going to do our best to get that win. Okay, not with many options there. We're just going to play it into Thuram. I have become a little bit more comfortable on the ball there. I've stopped playing it into them in the pivot when it's not really on. That ball over the top is on every single time, and she's always getting past Malo Gusto. Both of the defenders on that side now have been booked. I think that's going to come in helpful later. Oh, he's giving it away high up the pitch. I think we should be in here with Thuram. We're going to have to play it one more to Guro Wrighton against a man who's on the booking. I wouldn't have minded him. Oh, finish that play. I was about to say I wouldn't have minded him fouling us there because he would have been sent off. I've gone for the near post. It didn't come off, but we've got extremely lucky with the rebound. There hasn't really been any clear-cut chances in this game for that to Wrighton, and we're just going to try and send Joe Gomez to the shops there. We've done that extremely well. Thuram has a chance to bring it down. He should have made it 2-0 there. I've blasted for the corner, and he's gone a lot more central. Offer for the ball. Guro Wrighton hasn't made her run yet. I'm trying to trigger it. There we go, there we go, there we go. We're not actually going to use her though. We're going to use her as a dummy run. And now, he's off. He's got to be off. He's got to be off. So we've got our confirmation there. Joe Gomez has been sent off. He has brought on a centre-back. Malo Gusto, I think, has gone off as well. So he's gone for an entirely new set of players at the back. So I don't think he wants to get another red card. But Pyor doesn't mind getting brought down here. She's just going to try and bait them into a foul. I don't know how she's still got the ball. Pyor, finish that. He's gone with a long ball here, and that's caused absolute chaos. No one wants to deal with it. Frimpong's been clotheslined. Nothing given to us, though, and he could actually be in here. We're going to have to bring him down. Oh, no, it won't let me. He's going to sweat that, and that's going to be 1-1. Out of nowhere. I told you 10 men get in. 10 men get suspicious things go their way. Win that. Win that. Go on, Thuram. Go on, Thuram. Going to sweat it across. Finish. Yes! We're back ahead. Now we're just going to play inside. And, okay, he smacks someone in the head. Surely he's going to get a second red card for that. He has. Thuram is off as well. We're now playing against 9 men. Can we hold out for 10 seconds? I think he's offside. Apparently not. But that's time. That's time. We've held on and got the victory. We've made it look difficult. He was pretty rubbish. He had 2 chances in that entire game. We should have put him out of sight. That's kind of been an issue for me this week. Not putting games out of sight. And people have either come back or made it just more tense than they have to. But 2-0 to get our 9 wins now. As I said, if we get 8, I'll still be happy. But if we get 9, I will be delighted. I've only got 1 more left after this. And for the first time, we're actually coming into it with a positive record. We are 7-6. Win this, and I'd say the pressure's kind of off in the last game. And we've lost it. That's bad. Lovely little ball out there. Lovely turn by Guro Reiten as well. Di Lorenzo is going to stick with her, though. We just can't shake him. There we go. He's gone now. But, oh, we almost lost it. I thought we had lost it. Oh, that's a great ball over the top. Guro Reiten, hit that. Nowhere near. Benzema here has got the ball. We're not marking properly. He's actually got a little bit of an overload. This spells trouble. This should be 1-0, and he has scored. Nothing I can do about that. No one got back. We got overloaded. I did the best I could there, unfortunately. We could really do with an immediate equaliser, and Reiten's just taken too long to get there. It's fallen to Thuram. That's so stupid. I feel bad scoring that. That is so stupid. That's a lovely ball. Who's going to get there? I don't really fancy Reiten. Yeah, I knew she was going to get there, but it was about the strength, and that puts us in all sorts of bother. My players have run away from Benzema. Nothing I can do about that. That is really frustrating. You tried to put a tackle in, and I thought I'll mark because there was a player on him that should have tackled him. He's run away and let Benzema score. That is really, but we can see it again there. Akanji had him locked up there, and he's moved out the way. That is a really tough one to take. He created nothing. We didn't create too much either. We created as much as they did. But twice, our defenders ran away from Benzema. Wouldn't go up and stop him. If they're on stopper and not defender, they step up and try and stop that. And I think at least once, possibly even twice, we stopped the goals and win that game 1-0. So that has frustrated me. I said it at the start of the video, didn't I? Tactics mean a lot this year. So here we go. We need a win here to rescue an 8-7, to rescue the positive record. It was the benchmark for this week. Obviously, you always want to improve, so that's why we were going for 9 wins. I'm happy with 8. Sophia Smith's up front with Son. This is going to be. And Trinity Rodman. Right, against the high line. This is not good. It's got Pateas in the middle there as well. This is a really interesting team we're playing against. Destiny Udogie does get his pocket picked by Frimpong. That's not the first time that's happened. I'll try to say Frimpong over PH. That's actually really embarrassing. That's a great ball back finish. Still bouncing around in the box. Kepren Thuram. How is he hooligan, man? He's just bad at everything. Thuram, well won. Out to Thuram. He's going to strike it. He hasn't scored a long shot yet. Thuram. Now I need the overlap from Frimpong. He takes too long to do it. If he was on an attacking wing back, that would be a little bit quicker. We're going to try and find the main man here. We don't. We find Pyor, and I should have brought that down. I had the time to. It's very easy to read, but very hard to stop. That's a sneaky little ball over the top. Volley. And again, we need to put one of these away. They're all forward to Thuram, who is our man. But we need to put them away. We saw last time how often it goes wrong when we don't put the ball away. But we're going to have another chance here. He's moved the keeper. Okay, that's something to take note of. Oh, that was not meant for her. That was not meant for him. That was not meant for him. Get it away. Please get it away. Right, Ake's actually making some decent inroads down that side. We're not going to go for Pyle this time because I think that's a bit too obvious. Guro Reiten's just going to run through on her own. And now we're going to do a little reverse pass. Kepren Thuram. MattHDG done really well there. He's going to win it back a little bit, fortunately. And Pyle's in. Can we score this time? We're going to go near post. We finally take the lead. His goalkeeper movement has been really good so far. But we keep winning it high. And that is a massive, massive goal. It's thoroughly deserved on the stroke of half time. We're 45 minutes away from sealing another positive record. So to make sure Son's not onside here. She was miles off. The flag should have gone up there. She was interfering with play. He's played her in. Doesn't matter though, because we need to stop this now. That's a brilliantly cute ball. I think he's not offside. That is so frustrating. He hasn't had a shot. He hasn't had a shot. And it's auto blocked a pass to someone who was offside and played him in there. That is really annoying. But we should be taking our chances. He should already have quit by now. We should have won this game and it's 1-1. We're self-destructed, unfortunately. And it's been given. Do we take it quickly? I'd say we do. We are going to take it quickly. I don't normally do that. But Guro Reiten has seen the man in the middle. He's won the header and he scored! Yes, he should not have got there first. That should have been Ake's ball all day long. I gambled on it. We do deserve to be in front. But he's got Joe Cole on the bench. Doesn't matter, 'cause we won the ball. If we score another one here, it should be game. It's Thuram. He's run round the keeper. All he's got to do is put it away, and he has. It is, if you watch Spencer FC back in the day, that is a misery compiler. Not just one goal. 2 in 2 minutes has changed the game. I thought he was going to fall over there. The keeper kind of got a touch on him. The advantage didn't come up, so I was worried he was going to be brought off balance and kind of fouled there, and we wouldn't get the penalty. But it doesn't matter, because he scored. And now, with all of these players on the pitch, he's got to absolutely go for it. We've just got to be sensible, just kind of try it and keep the ball, bait his players out, and then exploit the space in behind, because he's going to have to absolutely go for this. Llorente's found Thuram there. Is there time for one more goal? Surely not. Surely you can't get one more. Well, of course he had to make it look like that. Of course it couldn't be an easy goal. Of course it couldn't. But we've got one more. We've definitely killed the game off. That is just disgusting. The keeper saved it. I've pressed shoot. He's tried to stop it going in. He's done a little bit of a Choupo-Moting there. But luckily, the ball's ended up in the net. And we take a 4-1 win, which, based on the first half and about the first 60 minutes, was fair. But we scored all the goals when he was playing better football. I don't know how it's happened. Thuram somehow comes away with a hat-trick. But more importantly, we have finished off 8 and 7. We've got a positive record. 9 was the target. We've missed out by 1. But where we were at the end of our first session yesterday, where we were a few games ago, and where we are now, I think this is a very, very good recovery. We've earned ourselves an 82 times 10, 2 Team of the Weeks, 2 86s, an 81 times 15, and 30k coins. That is massive. If you want to see what I get, there'll be a YouTube short, and I'll link it in the description. It'll have all the rewards in it, so you can watch that. Every week when we do this, at the end, I'm obviously going to give you an overview, but I'm also going to give you a score based on how good I think this tactic was. We're going to do out of 10 for defending, out of 10 for attacking, out of 10 for how much fun it is, and we're also going to do out of 15 based on how many wins we get. So it's out of 45. Realistically, I'm getting 10 wins max, so the best you're going to get is 40 out of 45. Starting off with the defending for this. When you're pressing up high, it works really well. Pyor especially did some great pressing. Matuidi and Thuram work together in the middle sometimes. Sometimes it went completely wrong though. So it's a bit hit and miss overall with the pressing. The main issue with me for this has been the high line. That's been the glaring issue with the defence. High lines do work well sometimes, I know, but if you're playing against anyone who is any good at the game and holds onto the ball well, which is going to be most people that are playing champs, I think this will work a lot better in rivals, especially in low divisions. Yeah, they're going to be able to get around it, and we saw a lot of the time, it doesn't even require skill. You just lump it forward, and you hope that one of my defenders takes a bad touch, or doesn't get there, or even does a horrific header back, not looking at anyone in particular, Ibrahim Konate. But with that as well, what I don't understand is why you'd play a high line and then also have your keeper on goalkeeper and not sweeper keeper. Surely with the high line, you want the goalie ready to mop up some of those long balls coming forward. And I think we would have maybe got one more win under our belt and got to that 9 had we had a sweeper keeper. I know it sounds like a really small thing, but it is small margins in champs, isn't it? One thing we've got to talk about as well is we saw a massive improvement when Llorente come into the team, and we do have to consider a lot of these players are not playing in roles that they have a plus in. They're all playing in position, obviously, and having a winger like Llorente out there was massively helpful. But an issue you're going to come across with this formation is that a lot of players that have winger plus or winger plus plus, they have it as a right winger, which makes a lot more sense. They don't have the winger plus as a mid, which makes it a little bit awkward. Guro Wrighton as an inside forward is absolutely perfect, by the way. If you're in a low division, she'll absolutely kill it. I'm not a fan of both of the forwards being advanced forwards. I think it works well with your little player like Pyor. In Matt's team, he did have Thuram and he had Jota next to him, and we spoke about earlier that he said it's tempting to put him on target man, but don't do it. I wouldn't put him on target man either, but that's because target man doesn't work properly in this game. I do think what you need ideally with 2 people up front is you want one player who can run off to the channels, drift. Pyor did that really well. Thuram didn't do that as well. We saw when he got into the box, which wasn't very often, he'd score from the crosses, but he just wasn't there often enough. And when you've got loads of wing play, cutbacks aren't great on this game. You do want to put a decent cross in, and a lot of the time that cross has to go to the back post, because that's the only place where anyone's in the box. I do like attacking through the middle as well. I do like doing some nice dribbling. Obviously, you can do that out on the wing, but I do like some nice interplay, and you can't really get that as easily with this team. That's just personal preference for me. So what I think I'm going to go with for ratings is I think we're going to go with a 5 out of 10 for defending, because it's really good at pressing high up the pitch. That's really fun, but it's not as good when you're playing against a better player. It's not going to work as well against them. But against bad players, it will work really well. So I think 5 out of 10 is fair. We're going to go 6 out of 10 with the attacking. It definitely isn't my favourite way of attacking. I prefer 4-2-2 with the cams, and I can drift into the middle. I prefer that a lot more, but that is personal preference. You can get goals out of nothing with this team sometimes, but if you're playing against a well-drilled back five, it can be very, very difficult. I like Frimpong coming forward. He does that in my other formation. I'm really glad that's something I've got to use this week because he's the perfect player for that. But I have him on attacking wing back, and then the other ones really stay back and play it as a back three. So maybe that's something I'd improve about this. But attacking-wise is okay. You know what? I am going to give it the 6. It is fun enough, but it can be really, really frustrating. I prefer a little bit more committed to the attack. So I think for fun, it's not really boring. You do press high, which is good. So I think I'll give it an 8 out of 10 for the fun factor. And of course, with our wins, we got 8 out of 15 wins this week as well. So that's another 8 points there. So here is our final score. When I've done a lot of these, we can obviously put it in a table so you can see all of the tactics in a line. Obviously, it's going to change with patches and stuff. But we've got a 5 for our defensive. We've got a 6 for the attacking. We've got an 8 for the fun factor. We've also got an 8 for the amount of wins. So 16 points, 22 points, 27 points out of 45. Just over 50%, which I don't think is too bad because I think I have been a little bit harsh at times and it didn't help that I wasn't playing well yesterday. On another weekend, it could have done a bit better. These tactics certainly worked better today, but still were a little bit frustrating. So I think that's a fair score. Let me know, guys, whose tactics you would like me to use next, or should I put my own tactics in the list and see where they end up? If you tried these as well, let me know how they went for you, of course. But that's going to be all from me today. Thank you so much for watching this. If you like this format, if you liked certain parts of the video, let me know what you liked and why. And of course, we'll refine this, we'll make this more interesting, and we can do this every week. So once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Have a good week.